recording it?
I got you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we have a tight schedule and want to get to everything. And most important of all, we want to give you time with Tama. So we're gonna start. And first we want to do is tell you a little bit about the organizations that are behind this project, what the project entails, who is Tama. Then we're gonna head to the workshop and hopefully we're gonna have time for questions from you. So I'll pass the floor to Shelby. So Shelby, you can tell us a little bit more about Wilf.
Yeah. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Shelby. I am the field organizer for the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom, which is also known as WILF. I'm super excited that you're here, especially part all of these time zones. This project is really, really awesome. So I'm also excited to hear from Tama. So just thank you all so much for coming. WILF is the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. It's a
Great.
multi-generational feminist peace group. We center women's leadership. We confront all systems of oppression, and we do that all through a feminist and intersectional lens. I think what makes WILF the most or really unique is that we definitely have a spectrum to this work that we do all around activism. Some are protesters, some are mobilizers, some of the folks that we have in our organization, protesters, mobilizers, and then we have a lot of artists. We have a lot of people who love to combine their love of art um, and their activism. Art is a form of resistance, so it's super exciting that you're here with us to use your art here. Another thing about Wolf that's really awesome too is that we're multi-generational. So our members range from young organizers just getting started to folk to this work, and then we also have folks who have been in this movement for decades. Our members are of a large range in ages, and I think that's really powerful because we're able to share information, skill sharing, all of that from one person to the next, kind of passing on that torch in a way. Um, so there's something really powerful in that. There's something really powerful in this. So I'm just really excited to be here. And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about Wilf. But I think you'll probably even learn more about us maybe through the rest of this. And also we'll give information in the chat as well, more about us, like our website, everything else. So um, I'll pass it back to Sophia or Laura. If
Ah, Laura is here. Um, hey Laura, I hate to put you on the spot when you join, but we're doing introductions of the organizations, and I would love for you to speak of City of Asylum, is that if that's okay.
Hi everyone. Hi Sophia. If it's okay, I'll keep my video off just because I'm in my Sunday clothes, which
No worries.
um
No worries.
but sure, absolutely. It's wonderful to meet you all. I'm Laura Kraftowitz. I'm the founding co-director of City of Asylum Detroit, and we came into this collaboration by way of Sophia, in fact, who connected us to WILP. City of Asylum is an organization that offers safe haven fellowships to writers and artists who are forced to go into exile. And we offer, them places to stay and support to ensure that they can continue their careers in the field. And the reason for that is that so many people who go into exile, when they're writers and artists, they have to change their field. And the arts and writers are actually what's the most important to protect, because that is what shifts our culture, and culture is what we believe shifts our politics. Taima was supposed to be here as one of our fellows, And she, in fact, got an extremely prestigious visa for talent. And at the last minute, right before she was able to travel, the Trump administration canceled and revoked her visa. So we are have been brainstorming creatively ways to continue this work and to continue her fellowship even as she is abroad. And this powerful collaboration that Wilf dreamed up and Taimaa dreamed up, and that we all sort of have been working on together, is like a really exciting way to do that.
Thank you, Laura. Really appreciate it. That was very eloquent. So thank you so much for that. So now that we know a little bit about the organizations, I also shared their websites in the chat, and I know that you're going to receive some information about them because you signed up for this project. So hopefully we can continue to stay engaged. I'm going to move us on to a little logistics for the event, and then Shelby or Laura or myself will introduce Tama. So as I mentioned, this event is being recorded. We really appreciate if you can stay muted for at least this part of the workshop. As a reminder, the deadline was extended a little bit, so now people can register until May 1st. So I'm assuming that everyone here is registered because you got the information for the event. And if you wish to invite others, there are other people on your network, you want to share it with other crafters, quilters, knitters, please do. We have extended that deadline to May 1st, and the deadline to submit a tile is May 15th. And I'll share the PO box address in the chat to remind you where to send it. And I think that Laura and Shelby did a little bit of providing context about this project, but as a reminder, this is a collective quilt to amplify awareness about the genocide in Gaza and expand international solidarity. I'm sure all of you are very attuned to what is happening right now in Gaza. And at the same time, with so much going on in the world and other places also suffering deeply, the attention to Gaza has faded somewhat. So, part of this project is to remind people that Gaza is still suffering. People are still going through unimaginable pain and resisting and finding ways to be resilient. So this project is really um, a testament of that. And as Shelby said, this is also art is part of resistance, is part of reminding folks of our humanity, our shared humanity, and that we do not bow to the dehumanization and the erasure of people, especially people in Gaza. So this project is a collaboration or it's a joint venture. I've heard the word collaboration might sound a little strange for some. So um, it's a joint project, and all of you will be sending your tiles, and those tiles will be built into one big quilt, and that quilt will be assembled here in Detroit, where I'm based, and it will be assembled by another artist because, as you heard, Tama won't be able to be here. And it will be displayed, and it will be a collective effort to build it. Um, and we're looking for places where we'll display this quilt beyond Detroit so it can continue growing and continue doing its purpose beyond this physical place here in Detroit. And we just want to say that it reflects the intersectional nature of oppression and power of art as a form of resistance. So we want to thank Tama for being here, for being so generous with her time, for joining us from Oman today. And we are really excited to host this event with you, for you to get to know her better, and of course, to see how she would put together a tile. We have a video from her, but we wanted to have the opportunity for you to meet Tama, have the honor to talk to her. So we're incredibly excited. Um, First, we'll hear a little bit about her, her art, and then we'll go through the workshop. Um, excuse me, my name is Sophia Farah. I am a board member of City of Asylum, and I got so excited about moving on that I forgot to introduce myself. I yeah, I'm a board member of City of Asylum, so I'm contributing to this project by supporting the team, supporting Wilf and City of Asylum to make this project. Um, just to help a little bit with logistics. And part of it is doing this workshop. So I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself, but thank you for the question, Deborah. I appreciate it. Um, and just to finish, Tama will speak in Arabic. That's where she feels more comfortable. Her English is great. And of course, we want to make sure that nothing gets lost in translation. So Tarek, her husband, who is also a very talented artist, is gonna translate for her today. So we're really thankful to you, Tarek and Tama, for your time, and Tarek for helping with the translation. I know it's not an easy task. So let's start this workshop. Shelby or Laura, would you want to introduce Tama?
Of course. Yeah.
Great.
I'd love to. Okay. Um, I get to read a bio for Tama, which I'm really excited about. Okay, here we go. Tama is a Palestinian visual artist and sculptor originally from Gaza. Tama's tactile paintings combine sculpture, photography, and Palestinian traditional craft in ways that allow blind and low vision children to engage with art. Her work has been profiled by Al Jazeera and Global Times. She has had exhibitions with UNESCO, Podium Oslo, Dar Al Ghussein, 28 Magazine, and others. She is an IIE Artist Protection Fund Fellow and a City of Asylum Detroit Fellow in Exile. Tama came to her practice during her undergraduate studies while completing an assignment for class in relief paintings. Israel enforced a blackout across her city. Working with clay in the dark, in a studio with holes in the room from a prior bombing, she imagined that this might be similar to how a person with blindness encounters the world without touch, or through touch. She set out to make art for people with visual disabilities, especially children. In 2024, she lost all of her artwork when Shababik for Contemporary Art was bombed. She fled Gaza with her husband and baby just before the border closed. Today, Tama lives in exile in Oman. Tama was expected to arrive in the United States in 2025. However, her visa was revoked. She, as a fellow in exile, is rebuilding her life and artistic practice to uphold the spirit of her people's history and strength. For Tama, art is a way to survive, to bear witness, and to stand in solidarity with her people in Gaza. So, Tama, I can say so much about you, but I'd love to give the floor to you to introduce yourself, talk about whatever you want, really, and possibly just tell us how you were introduced to your art in your own way or in your own words.
Tarek, I think you're muted. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to sorry. أنا أنا عربي عربي. أوكي، كتير مبسوطة اليوم إني موجودة معكم بهاي الورشة.
Okay, I'm so happy that I am here today with you, with all of you in this workshop.
هذا الشيء بيعني لي كتير، ومبسوطة إنه أنا استعدت نشاطي وإنه قدرت أرجع على مجال الفن بعد ما خسرت كل شيء بالحرب.
And I'm so glad that I could get myself again and start my art from the beginning after I lost everything in Gaza by the help of uh, you.
وأكيد شكر لسيتي اوف سايلم ولورا لأنه كانت البداية منهم بعد ما حسيت إنه لما فقدت كل أعمالي إنه فقدت نفسي كفنانة.
The beginning, is with City of Asylum and Laura, which collect like the pieces of the art I lost and start to regain it again and represent it again.
يا وبلشت عودتي للفن بعد الحرب بعد ما خسرت كل شيء إنه لورا صممت لي موقع فني وقدرت أحط فيه كل أعمالي اللي فقدتها. هاي البداية البسيطة جدا بس بالنسبة لي كانت تعني لي كتير كأنه رجعنا أعدنا أحياء الأعمال اللي انفقدت.
The simple beginning that I have and the honest one, like relighting me again to start from the ash and start my art from the beginning with a new power and with everything I can do. Okay.
أوكي. ومن ضمن هاي المشاريع اللي بشتغلها مشروع اليوم وكمان مشروع تاني، مشروع طباعة فنية. وأمس كان في معرض بديترويت لهدول الأعمال.
Uh, there are some also events and activity, and one of them was yesterday at the US, the exhibit that we were talking about. And also there's like a printing ايش الطباعة
طباعة يدوية.
like hand printing in Wayne
بديترويت.
and also in Detroit. So there's some activities and events we are doing. ما أحلى الصورة. Okay, تكتفيش.
Okay, no.
So yeah, this is everything. And give it back to you. Or sorry, Shay.
No, thank you so much. There's a couple other questions that we wanted to ask. So is it okay, Sophia, if I ask the next question?
So بلش
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Great. Taimaa, can you talk about your art being tactical or tactile? I'd love to know, why is accessibility so important to you?
ايش قصدك تكتيكال او
ليه ولا حاجة؟
طيب ليش هذا النوع مهم بالنسبة لك؟
يا بعد تخرجي من الجامعة
Okay. And piece by piece. After I graduated from university,
اخترت إنه أعمالي تجاوب وتطرح 3 أسئلة.
I choose that, or I decide that my work should ask 3 questions.
أول سؤال إنه تحكي ستوري قصة بالعمل
First,
من فلسطين.
first thing, a story about Palestine.
تاني شيء إنه هاي الصورة كمان قديش مؤلمة كمان تكون جميلة بنفس الوقت.
As the painting or the work is painful, it must also be beautiful too.
وثالث شيء إنه تقدم خدمة للمجتمع، فأنا اخترت المكفوفين إنه أنحت الأشكال.
And third part, to give the society something valuable. So I choose a slice from the community, the blind people, and I decide to work with them and like by art first.
أنا اليوم بعمل كباحثة بهذا المجال.
Now I'm a researcher at this field.
أنتجت مجموعة قصص
and
ملموسة ملموسة بالنحت
للمكفوفين.
للمكفوفين.
And I also presented like a group of stories for blind people where they can feel and understand the art and also read a story with it.
و آه، إيه؟
إجابتك.
آه، وكمان بصمم أنشطة مخصوصة للمكفوفين، أنشطة مختلفة عن المتعارف عليها، بتكون فنية بتخلي المكفوف يرتقي بمستوى.
Yeah, the story is that she's saying she's feeling uh, that she's presenting something for this specific slice of people to give them something that they wouldn't even think to know it or to understand it or even to feel it. But by this art, she's presenting and she's doing like so many things every year. So she feels that the value uh, is obvious, and she can realize the values that this kind of art is presenting.
yeah. اشتغلت قبل الحرب نموذجين قسطين تقدر تشوفوهم على الموقع الفني، وهدول فقدناهم مع الركام تحت البيت.
Before the genocide, I worked two artworks, and they are on the website. You can see them, but the original copies of these works uh, just got under the rubble in our home in Gaza.
yeah. وخلال الحرب اشتغلت مع المكفوفين أنشطة وقصة واحدة، ورح أعمل أنا نشرها قريبا.
And during the genocide, I worked on another story with a group of white people also as well. And I am still working on publishing it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what.
Thank you. One last question before we dive into the tile workshop. We wanted to know, how has your art evolved over the years? And you touched on this a little bit, but what has been the impact of the genocide and forced exile on your artwork?
كيف تطور شغلك عبر السنوات وكيف تأثر بالإبادة وبالظروف اللي مريتي فيها في الحرب؟ حاولي تكوني يعني تدي في الصميم إجابة ما تتشعبش كتير. يعني هاي السؤال: كيف تطور عملك خلال السنوات الماضية، وكيف الحرب أثرت على شغلك أو على يعني فنك بشكل عام؟
أوكي. بتطور بالبحث في الخامات أكتر.
Okay. My work evolves by searching more and more by the kinds of materials that I can use.
وكمان بتنوع بالتعبير عن المواضيع الفلسطينية.
And also by the several kinds of Palestinian topics and stories that I am highlighting by my art.
قبل الحرب كانت اللوحات حرة وألوانها منطلقة.
Before the war, the colors in my painting were so free and lightning, expressing the freedom.
خلال الحرب، خلال الأشهر اللي عشناها بغزة قبل ما نطلع،
During the war and during the several months that we lived in the genocide before we were able to leave Gaza or evacuate Gaza,
توقفت عن إنتاج الفن، وكان النجاة وحماية طفلي والتأقلم مع الظروف المعيشية هي أهم من كل شيء. توقفت عن الفن.
دي مرتين. اوكي
توقفت عن الفن وصار النجاة هو أهم من أي شيء.
My art was, during that time, my art was my survival and my family survival. And I and okay, قوليها بالإنجليزي.
Okay. So I'm stop art in the war. When go to Egypt, in this time, Laura helped me.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. Anyway, she was saying that it- اوكي دي الجمعة في فترة الحرب دي مهمة يعني.
في
Yeah,
فترة
but during the 4 months of or the years of the genocide, I couldn't produce any art or any kind of art because everything as I was working on is or still and has been survival.
بس وصلنا مصر بلشت أتعاون مع سيتي اوف سايلم لورا وهون رجعت أنطلق.
The change at the exile started when I met Laura and the city of asylum, and everything literally changed. And I think like they revived me again, and this is something she is so glad.
وهون أنا بلشت أبحث بموضوع المجاعة وقديش كان صعب وكتير معقد. أنتجت مجموعة من اللوحات اللي بتمنى إنها تنعرض بأمريكا مع نهاية هاي السنة أو السنة الجاية.
And here in Oman, I focused my art on the starvation that my people in Gaza lived. And I'm trying to express this topic by different ways and different angles, like viewing things to and let people think about it. And soon, these painting that I made here in Oman, uh, like hopefully to be in an exhibit in the US soon. We are working on that, but we're just still in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Taimaa. We really appreciate that you sharing some details of your art and your life with our audience. We are gonna move on to the workshop if you're ready for that. And please, if folks have questions about
Yes.
Taimaa and her
Hey,
art, and
sure.
also if you have questions about the workshop, please put them in the
Good.
chat and we'll try to get them at the
Yeah.
end of
Welcome.
this event. So
Mm.
thank you everyone for your patience. The floor is yours, Taimaa.
الأرض لك يا تيمة.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now it's okay. Now you can show this.
Uh,
افتح
do
الصورة.
you see the other
ينفع تسكر من
camera
عندك
where she's
افتح عشان هيجي الصورة.
okay?
Yes.
جرب.
Do you see the other screen?
فينا نسكر.
Yes.
Now
Let me unpin you.
you can show this.
Yes. Yes. Can everyone see that? Shelby?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do.
Okay, we're working on
We need you to mute one of the videos. Maybe I'll mute this one and we keep the other one that you have. Oh, we can't hear you. So why don't you unmute that one, the one that you have, Tariq, and you mute the other one.
unmute. Can you hear us?
Now.
Yes. Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So مرحبا فيكم في الورشة
Welcome to the workshop.
وكتير مبسوطة إنه بنعمل هذا الإشي مع بعض.
I'm so happy that we are doing that together.
إنه نعمل قطعة صغيرة من الإلحاف. هذا الشيء بيعني لكل شخص فلسطيني ولكل حدا عايش بغزة.
To create small pieces of the full art, which like every piece means something to someone about Palestine or regarding to Palestine.
وخلينا نبلش بالأدوات اللي بنحتاج نستخدمهم.
Starting with the tools that we will use.
بس قبل خليني أورجيكم نموذج للشيء اللي رح نشتغله.
But before that, we will see an example to the work we will do.
Yeah, yes. Okay. This is fun. Sorry. هاي قطعة.
تعرف بالإنجليزي أحكي تريحيني.
هاي قطعة راح نشتغل زيها اليوم.
This is a piece that we will work someone similar today.
وراح نشوف الأدوات اللي بدنا نستخدمهم.
We will see also the materials we will use.
فابريك أو قماش اللباد أو طبعا أي قماش أنتوا بتحبوا تستخدموه.
Okay, it's some special kind of fabric, but any fabric you want to use, it's like you're free to use any kind you like to. And these are all the materials you will need.
بنحتاج للاصق، مقص، وأدوات تثبيت،
Okay.
وأقلام، كمان بعض الخيوط ومسطرة.
Okay, of course you can see all the tools that you will be working with to create this piece in the art today from the quilt.
So, راح نبلش بإنتاج القطعة.
Starting producing and like creating the piece.
أوكي. أول شي بنحتاج مقاس القطعة إنه يكون 12 بوصة.
So
إنش.
first, the size of the piece of paper, like you can say the basic of it, which is this, should follow some specific spaces. Like it should be 12 inches.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 inches cross طول هذا في العرض قد ايش؟
Yeah. 12 في 12.
Okay, 12 cross 12 in total space.
Yeah. So this exactly what.
Like let me see, like 30 centimeter.
Yeah.
Centimeter. Okay, 12 inches.
So 12 inches. And
So it's something like a square, and the space is like 12 across 12 inches.
yeah. بنرسم السكتش اللي بنفكر فيه أول شي على الورقة لأنه هذا رح يساعدنا كتير.
The first thing you should draw the sketch that, or the idea of the sketch you have in your mind on this piece of paper. That process will help you to do it like more perfectly.
أوكي. الخطوط واضحة.
So she's asking,
ولا
these lines are clear to you. Can you see them clearly? The first sketch,
Yes,
or
I can see them.
So they're a
okay.
little light, but now as she's sketching them, we can see a little bit better.
استخدم قلم أعرض.
لا هي بتحكي انه كويس.
أوكي. فيكو تختاروا أي تصميم بتحبوه.
You can choose any drawing, any design, anything you would like to draw or to add or to write.
أو تستخدموا من النماذج الجاهزة تقدروا تطلبوهم ورح يبعتوهم بالورشة.
أي ورشة عندك يعني؟
لا صوفيا فيها تبعتهم.
Or if you want some from the ready template, like you can ask them from when? So,
From me, yeah. Taimaa
okay,
sent
from
us
Sophia.
the templates, and so I'll
Okay.
share them here in the chat, but everyone who registered should have received them as well.
The templates هذه انت رسمهم. So yes, these templates, like Taimaa also made them, and you can just see and choose any one you would like.
بسكتش اليوم حبيت أفكر باللحظات اللي قضيتها مع قيس بغزة.
So in today's work, I was thinking about the moment that I spent with my son in Gaza during the genocide, يعني أنا بديش أدخل في هذا لأنه أنت عارفة بيمسني بشكل توجع طعمي، ولكن ما علينا، خليك خفيف عليا. أوكي.
um, especially
أدخل
في اللحظات اللي كانت صعبة، وكان يعني كنت بحتضنه طول الوقت وكان القصف حواليني.
during the hard times that bombings and shellings were surrounding us and everywhere, uh, I was holding him and إيش بعد حضنه.
والقصف حواليني.
I was thinking a lot of the moments that uh, the bombing was around and I was holding them. Can't prevent him to hear all that bombing and shelling.
So هذا السكتش اللي رح نشتغل عليه، تقدر تختاروا أي سكتش بتحبوه.
So this is the sketch we will work on today, and you can also choose any one you would like.
أوكي. um,
So she did that on the paper first and then moves to the fabric.
أوكي. نستخدم القماش. أنا اليوم رح أستخدم هذا اللباد، شو بالإنجليش. فيكم تستخدموا أي قماش بتحبوه، سواء كان قطع مستخدمة تعيدوا استخدامها، أو كمان تطريز فلسطيني.
You can use any kind of fabric you'd like. Today I'm using this kind, a fuzzy kind, and it's so light. But you can use your own creation of the fabric. You can use Palestinian trees, that drawing or the swimming, sorry. It's a free option to everyone to use anything he just want to present and to participate with.
لأسهل طريقة عشان ناخد مقاس القطع على القماش، إنه رح نقصها من الورق.
كيف؟
بس خلص.
Okay, now with the scissor, you just like pull the actual drawing out of the paper. Of course, this is some process that يعني المفروض تشرحي لهم كيف يحافظوا على إن تطلع الرسمة مع بعض ما يقصوش ما يخربوهاش، ولا عادي لو
بس
كتبت.
ناخد الشكل اللي بدنا إياه اللي رسمناه.
مش كله.
لا، بس الشكل. أنا بدي أعمل قبضة الإيد.
So like every piece may contain so many symbols and so many uh, things indicate like or got different meanings. So you also can take one of them, like if you have like 5 or 4 on the paper, like Palestinian map, the mother holding the son, uh, the hands, also the flag. So you can take one thing out of all of these, uh, like cut it off from the paper and put it on the fabric. And now you can also, of course, it's like understandable. You just
نقدر
use these
نثبت
names and
دبابيس
put them inside.
عشان نقصها.
بيقدروا بالإبرة والخيط
بس نثبتها سريعا.
اوكي، لكن بيقدروا هم لو هم يبدأوا
بأي إبرة يثبتوها.
إبرة وخيط وكذا.
لا، بدهم بس يقصوا بنثبتها سريع.
So you just put it in place to بس الفابريك to cut the fabric.
هاي أسهل طريقة ناخد الشكل على القماش.
So this is the easiest way to get the shape on the fabric.
إذا ما بتحبوا الرسم والفن وأنتوا بتحبوا تكتبوا، أكيد تقدروا تحطوا كلامكم وكتاباتكم.
If you don't like drawing or arts in general or this kind of art, you can also, if you also like writing and want to write your own writing on something, you can also do that.
Okay.
So basically everyone is free to participate with anything. You just want to put.
So, okay. So I have the outline with this piece.
So يعني انت هكتبها بالانجليزي خلاص.
Oh,
كويس ممتاز حلو.
but in here have details. So I will put another color and again cut just the finger, yeah. بس الأصابع ننقص عشان
تغريها يعني.
لا هون في تفاصيل بدنا نحطهم
مم.
فأنا بدي أختار لون تاني عشان يبين.
Okay, so now in this shape, there are also details inside the only one shape. So she's using another color to make them clear, like the fingers on the chest or the hand. She's cutting them off alone and put them in a different color.
تقدروا توضحوا التفاصيل هاي بإضافة لون تاني أو بخياطتها بإضافة الخيوط أو بالقلم ترسم.
So you can use different colors or you can use different thread and نقط كمان أو إيش.
بالخياطة يعني خيط محل الخط اللي لازم ترسم.
Okay, or sewing the shape, the new shape. انت واضح الاشياء بس خلي ايدك هيك عشان الناس تشوف.
مش مشكلة.
بابا وين الهم؟
اوكي.
يا ولدي راسك مطبوخ يا بابا تعال.
So,
لا
هاي ماما.
شوف
يا بابا. So this is another color. And now I will put a little line to show the
بتجيب لك واحد غيره من أكتر.
خلاص انا بديش اجيب كلام. اي واحد تاني، اي واحد كويس. خلاص تعالى عشان شايف البنزينة تعرف.
كويس.
صوت يا بابا بس واحد تخشش الكلام هيك طيب. ايش يلا
أطبي.
So
أطبي.
this is piece.
أطبي التاني هذا أطب ماما. أطبي أنا. هذا مش أطبي.
وين يا ماما تروحوا عشان اللي كل سبب.
تبع ماما.
Now I will بدي ألزق القطعتين في بعض.
Okay, now we use the glue to stick both pieces together.
واحد
يسلم.
تبع ماما.
شكرا. كده تعمل اجتماع. شوف هدول الناس طلعوا على فرجت إياهم.
Okay.
شوف هيهم كل هدول طلعوا على بعض تبين.
وبنشتغل كل القطع بنفس الطريقة أو ممكن بس السكتش كله يكون بس رسمة واحدة.
أطبي زي هذا.
We complete the full shape or the full template in the same way by cutting
تبعك ليه؟
on them or
بابا.
إيش الأخير؟
أو بس قطعة واحدة مش ضروري
or
يكون
we can
كذا.
only use one piece.
بابا.
It doesn't necessarily be like more than one piece above each other.
بس نخلص من كل القطع.
I hope you can hear me
Yes.
well.
بابا.
I'm sorry about the noise.
كيف معي؟
No, it's all good. What do you mean
ماما
by one piece?
من عندك.
شو معنى؟
إيش قصدك بقطعة واحدة؟
Yeah. So بس ممكن يعملوا خريطة فلسطين أو العلم
They can do like a Palestine map or the flag or like something like watermelon.
or
One shape.
yeah,
You don't need to
more
like
easy.
it. You don't need or you don't have to make that complicated shape. You don't want to like one piece above another, and you can use one piece only, like flag map.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Now
بدي رقم ده وين؟
بنحضر الباك جراوند الخلفية كمان من القماش ونتأكد إنها بالمقاس المظبوط، وهذا أهم شيء إنه عشان وقت نخيط القطع كلها تكون نفس المقاس.
ونعم
دي قطعة تاني.
هذه الخلفية قطع فيها الشغل.
حزات
So this is the background where we will add the work, and all this kind of pieces must be in the same sizes of 12 inches, like she mentioned before. So when you put the work together,
بدي
you
أطب
do find something
وين؟
uh, like after.
بابا بدي أطب زي هذا.
قول لهم هاي. قول هاي.
هاي
قول هاي صوت عالي شوية.
هاي
قول how are you.
وضو
قول I'm كيف.
أم كويس أم بليز.
اوكي
So
الناس بيعملوا لك باي. دول كلهم بيعملوا لك باي.
حبيبي. So now I'm take the side. This is super important because when make لما يخيطوهم يكون سهل عليهم. إحنا هلا صح؟ أنا ما عندي قطعة واحدة بالسايز المطلوب، فعشان هيك راح أستخدم قطعتين وألصقهم مع بعض، بس هذا اللصق إشي مؤقت ولازم نخيطهم مشان في خطوات كتير بين إنهم يتخيطوا مع بعض ويتعلقوا، فلازم يكون الشغل متين.
So she's adding two pieces to make the one size of the piece because she doesn't have the perfect size in one piece. But she's adding glue in the meantime only to finish the piece, and then she will use stitches to make it more firm and stick the two pieces with each other.
So هلأ بنرتب القطع بالتصميم. أنا كنت مجهزاهم قبل باقي القطع بنفس الطريقة اللي اشتغلنا فيها
So
الخطة.
she prepared the piece before this meeting, but she did the last part now, just to show you how these are the pieces on the painting that she made the sketch in the beginning at the beginning. This is every piece.
زي هذه
That's
بدي
what she meant.
أطب هذا وين؟
آه.
وين ألاقي زي أطب؟
بنبدأ نرتب القطع على
We arrange the pieces on the final
ونشوف كيف القطع بتكون مناسبة،
plate, let's say.
وإحنا بهذه المرحلة بنكون عنا حرية نحركها.
We also have flexibility to move them from one place to another.
بابا شوف دائرة صغيرة.
صعبة. بس المستشفى.
Yeah, okay. So
شوف مو اسمه اسمك
Yes.
طريق
هذا كويس
فلسطيني
حبيبي.
فلسطين
The inquisitive truck, curious and upbeat. In his truck's bed he brings many colored parts. Leo the inquisitive truck, he has come again to help us. With his help, now we can build a brand new car. Leo, Leo.
تقدروا تضيفوا التفاصيل اللي تحبوها لو الشكل.
You can add details as you want
Need to lay new asphalt
to
on this bridge.
every piece,
صغيرة أو
A
كبيرة.
large truck.
small pieces or large pieces.
Pour the asphalt here, truck.
هذه اللوحة في وداع بيتي.
This is a painting of saying goodbye to my home.
Sorry,
و-
what did you say, Tarek?
She says this is a painting to say goodbye to my homeland in Gaza, which I miss so much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tarek.
I'm quoting.
وكمان نقدر نضيف كتابة.
We also can add
Acted first, right, Leo?
words or something we want to write.
أو بس اللوحة تكون كلها كتابة كمان.
Or the piece can be all in writing. So this is the final piece.
This
Let's
is
put the motor on this heavy platform.
واتجاه خليها. بس والله إنها حلوة.
so
Okay.
It's very nice. This is not translation. This is like
آخر خطوة بنلزق كل الأشكال.
the last move. We just use glue or anything to stick all the pieces
Say
on the plate. Let's say
Mama.
basic piece.
أهم
Or
خطوة
we can also use these materials.
أهم خطوة لازم نخيط الأشكال لو غرزة غرزة
This is so important to do sewing in each piece, even if only one single stitch, but this is so necessary to keep them
مشان
stick together.
تقدروا تشوفوا أعمالكم معروضة زي ما انتوا سلمتوها. مش فاكرة.
And that also helps help you to see your work as you submitted, not moving from explosive.
So
Just
thank
stick it
you.
with this one. So yes, this is the final.
Thank
Ribbon.
you, Taimaa. The comments are saying that they're beautiful, that they're gorgeous. And there's a question too that someone asked, maybe you have an answer to it. The question was about choosing materials based on if the quilt wants to be cleaned or washed. Like, are these materials be able to put in water or what kind of cleaning process? Like, would people need to consider which materials to use, considering that it might get dirty over time?
مش ماتيريال معين أو مواد معينة ولا كيف يتم تنظيفه مثلا أي تسبب بالتالي في مواد نبعد عنها ولا إيش؟
بتقدروا تكونوا حرين باستخدام أي خامة قماش بتحبوها.
كيف بدي نغسل؟
وهو هذا عمل فني بنعرض، مش رح يستخدم ليكون أغطية.
أوكي.
فبيتعامل معاملة اللوحة الفنية اللي بيتحافظ عليها.
First you can use anything you want, and second, this is not something used. It's like a piece of art and will be considered as a painting, so it will not go for washing and these kind of processes. so you can use anything.
شرطة شرطة
بس كمان هي هذه الخامة المستخدمة هون هي يعني بتتحمل إنه ضد الوسخ، وإذا أجى عليها مية ما بتمتص مية.
And this kind of fabric that she's using here is water resistant and it lives longer than any other kinds of fabric because its quality.
Great, thank you. I think that answers the question. We have a few minutes to answer any other questions that folks have
كمان في
about the tile, about Taimaa, about her work. Please feel free to put them in the chat so we can read them to Tarek and he can ask them to Taimaa. Just to answer another question that there was is that these pieces are going to be sewn together into a quilt. So you do need to leave some room on the sides of the tile so we can sew them and not lose your pattern. So we're asking you to create the tile within the margins of 11 by
بدي
11, but making your
أتعلم
tile
ولا
12 by 12 to give us an inch to sew it into. And there's gonna be some I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's gonna be a quilt. So there's gonna be like some kind of I'm trying to find the right word. It's probably not the right word, but like stuffing, like putting something inside that will make it like a quilt. As Tama said, it won't be used as a quilt, but it will be displayed as a piece that it's shown as a quilt. So it'll have some design to it as well. So just sharing that with everyone. And in case you were wondering, that beautiful child there is
يا طيب
Kai's, and Kai's is Tama's and Tarek's son. And we're very thankful that he's joining us today at the
أنا
workshop.
بدي أو
So please let us know if you have questions for Tama.
Yeah. Okay. عندي إضافة خلي مساحة الخياطة 1 إنش للخياطة بس.
Yeah, one note, just leave 1 inch as a frame inside frame from the piece that you are working on.
بدي بطاقة بدي بطاقة افتحي بطاقة
What's the
Any last questions that folks have? If not, we'll pass it on to Shelby to close us out. And before I pass it to you, Shelby, I just want to echo some of the questions, some of the comments, sorry, um, uh, that we want to thank Tama and Tarek for being here today and for their time. There are a few questions about where will this be displayed, and everybody's saying how good of a workshop it is. So thank you, Tama. We are we're exploring different options. For the time being, we will display it here in Detroit physically after it's assembled with local artists here. We have a few spaces that belong to City of Asylum, so those spaces will be used to display it. When you sign up to participate in this project, you were asked if you would want to see some updates on like some progress on the project. If you signed up for that, we are putting together a newsletter about the project. So um, we will share more details about that in the future. We're also thinking what's the best way to move the piece around if it's that like depending on how it is in terms of how sturdy and how how well it would travel. Like it hasn't been assembled yet, but we feel very precious about it. So we also would want to know like where would it be feasible to display it. But the purpose or that being said, we want this piece to be shown in a lot of different places, and we want to make that possible. So we are open, Sylvia, to suggestions about places to be displayed, to try to collaborate with other organizations if they wish to display it, share it. We would want to have it at different Palestine events, if they're conferences or other, art galleries or other places where Tama's work can also be displayed. Those are all options that we're definitely open to exploring, and very excited to follow up either with Shelby or myself. Shelby, I saw that you shared your email on the chat. So if you have any suggestions, any other questions, please feel free to um, send them our way, and we will continue exploring. For now, we're focused on getting the tiles here in Detroit, getting the pieces together and assemble the quilt. We're really trying to focus our energy there. And yes, once this piece is put together, we're super excited to make sure that as many people can see it and experience it and know about it. So you're our best ambassadors. So please, yeah, if you have ideas or thoughts, please send them our way. And I'll pass it to Shelby now so she can close us out. But again, thank you, Tama, so much for your time. Thank you, Tadia and Kais, and everyone here who joined us. Shelby.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just echoing everything that Sophia is saying again. Thank you so much for joining us. Closing remarks. So just wanted to remind folks again what those extended deadlines are. So for folks who want to, one, share this information, share this program, this project with other people. We extended our deadlines to register by May 1st and submit your tile by May 15th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the flyer again in the chat. So for anyone that wants to share that flyer out, they totally can. It'd be great to spread the word. Um, there's also a tutorial on how to make your quilt, not just from this tutorial, but another tutorial on our YouTube. If you ever need a reminder, you can go back and watch that video again at any point, and I'll make sure to put that in the chat as well. And then also the other information too around if you want to get to know more about City of Asylum and Wolf US, I should also put those in the chat too. So you're able to, oh yes, and please share the registration link. That's a great question, Kathy. Should it arrive by May 15th to be mailed? Just be mailed. We estimate it should take $5 to $10 to send your quilts over. So you just need to mail it over by May 15th. And then I will put just a couple other of these links in the chat. But we'd love for you to check out our websites. We recently had our website kind of updated or re-envisioned. So we'd love to see folks check that out. And I'm just looking for my list of links. I lose everything. I lose everything. There we go. Okay. So just putting these in the chat as well. I also want to share Tama's website. If you'd like to take a look and see more of Tama's art, you absolutely can. So I'll put that in the chat as well. And then I think that's it. I do. I think that's it for today.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see the crafting just. Did you send that one?
I did. I just put it in the chat.
Okay.
But if
Oh,
you
okay,
take a
great.
look at our website too, or just honestly, I know I email you all a lot. You probably receive a lot of emails from me. I'll most likely send out the flyer again, but we'd love for you to share this information. We just had this local crafter in Phoenix, where I'm based, share this flyer on her Instagram. and we got like 60 people signed up overnight for this, and it was really awesome. So just it just shows how much people want something like this. It shows how fast word spreads and how much these like mutual connections we have. You know, you're the most trusted person to your friends, to your network. So just go ahead and share this out whenever you can. And we'd love to see a huge quilt. So maybe I'm just too enthusiastic, but it'd be great to have y'all do this. So thank you so much again. And I think I'm done now. I think so.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
That was wonderful,
Thanks,
Shelby.
everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Taimaa.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Vicky. Bye,
Tina. Bye,
Kathy. Bye,
bye,
Tina. Bye,
everyone.
Tina.
شكرا
Bye,
جزيلا.
Debbie.
Mama, where's the puzzle?
Oh, my heart. So cute.
I know. It's recording.
It's not here.